Hi, this is George, a volunteer with the Dishman Hills. And today I'm in the Dishman Hills. I'm looking at these rocks. And I'm going to sit down with my journal here in a moment and start writing about them. And so I wrote in my journal things I noticed, I wondered, and it reminds me of. And one of the things that I noticed was how cool this rock was to the touch. And I also asked myself, well, I wonder if it's like that all the time. You know, this rock is undercut, so I presume it's in the shade all the time, and I wonder, does it get much sunlight, and what impact does the sun or the ambient air have on that? And then one of the things it reminded me of when I put my cheek up against it and my arm, it reminded me of a hot summer day when maybe you put an ice cube along your cheek and to cool yourself off, and it kind of makes you feel a good tingly, or maybe when you eat a popsicle on a hot day, you get that same sort of tingling sensation. And so what I did is I put those notes into my journal, and now I'm going to write what I call a haiku, which is a traditional Japanese poem, and I'm going to use those thoughts that I had about what I noticed, I wondered, and it reminded me of with this rock, and I'm going to try to include that in my haiku. Now, a haiku is a poem that has 3 lines to it, and the first line has 5 syllables, the second line has 7, and the third has 5, and a maximum of 17 syllables that way. It's not an absolute. There are some exceptions to that, and I'm not going to go into that today, but that's a basic haiku, 575. And here's one that I found. I'm going to read to you right now. It's by Paul Holmes, and it's a nature-oriented one called October's Gold. Like crunchy cornflakes, gold leaves rustle underfoot. Beauty in decay. Well, I like that. Also, I like how it reminded him of the cornflakes. All right, this is what I wrote about the rocks here, and again, kind of incorporated, I notice, I wonder, it reminds me of. Rocks surrounding touch, cold against my cheek and sleeve, tingle of delight. A haiku is something that you can write out in nature, or you can write at home or in your backyard. And if you put together a haiku that you'd like to share with us at the Dishman Hills, please do. Send it in to us. We'd sure love to hear from you.